Welcome back to the Smugsy Show. I'm Smugsy, your host, identifying as the Barstool Cougar. Every week on Wednesday, we meet here and talk about important things and important people. This week, Jim Cramer, CNBC host of Mad Money, hedge fund television personality, had a gender reveal party on Dave Portnoy's podcast. Turns out Jim Cramer is a girl. And I don't mean that in any derogatory sense. I just mean he's weak and sentimental. He, as a guest on Portnoy's show, was practically hysterical. I thought he was going to start crying in praise of Dave Portnoy. He said, "Dave, you're the only truthful man in the world. You defrocked the stock market. I was afraid. You're not afraid. You're the man I want to be. And you don't do it for show. You mean it." And then Jim Cramer, Jimma, he pivoted. He said, "Come to think of it, I used to be just like you in the day. I spoke truth to power once when I said the stock market is a game." Jimma, man up, buddy. If the stock market is a game and you're a player, you play the game. Of course, Dave Portnoy is putting on a show. He could not have been clearer in his motives. It's no secret. On his podcast, he said to you, Jimma, give me people. I will put merch in their hands. Okay, Portnoy wants a bigger audience to sell shit to. When you think, Jimma, he's telling the truth, he's telling his followers exactly what they want to hear. And he's laughing all the way to the bank. If the stock market is a game, the world's biggest casino, then shows about the stock market starring major players are games too, Jimma, and that really gets to the heart of why I, Smugsy, the Cougars exist, and the Smugsy Show is here, and the fan club exists. It's because we like watching games and we like picking winners, and Dave Portnoy is a winner. He's an alpha dog, and we like dogs, and that's a good reason to now just address for the final time, put to rest once and for all the false allegations by our friends the cat people about the abrupt announcement last week that cat people were no longer welcome into the Cougars for COVID and public safety reasons. Dave Portnoy is a player. He's a dog. He's going around the country lifting his leg. He's marking his territory at every big city intersection and pizza joint in the country. Pre-COVID, if you identified as a woman and were a dog or a cat person, you were welcome into the Cougars. Well, COVID has changed all that. COVID has changed everything. It's undisputable. The science. Cat people are more susceptible and therefore are excluded from the Cougars. That's the final decision. The Electoral College has spoken. It's not political. What's political is Dave's hint this week about a run for 2024. He's been saying it over and over. It stops around the country. It's almost like an elevator speech. What he hates about people in politics is that everybody, except Dave Portnoy, if you ask them a question and you know their political party, their affiliation, then you know what the answer is. But not him. He's an outsider, he says. He's a rebel. He speaks his mind. And meanwhile, he's amassing this huge following on social media and dipping his big toe in some of the hot button issues that are facing small business owners and working stiffs. He calls it bringing people on board. He TikToks, he dabs, he buys, he sells. Well, guess what? Every guy who runs for president says he's not beholden to anything but his independent American ruggedness, good looks. Portnoy for President 2024. You heard it here first. Looking ahead, we wait with bated breath to see what happens to the Kirk Minihane show. Kirk and Steve are on a journey of self-discovery in the Deep South. Our sources say they have set out to establish and prove voter fraud. They have a hunch that the rolls in the Deep South are clogged with dead people, and they've been combing through autopsy reports around a cozy fire. Maybe they can upend the presidential election or possibly tip the scales in the hotly contested U.S. Senate race in Georgia, and that would really make it, or maybe Kirk's entering into some kind of rehab, but we just don't know. We have a lot to look forward to here, and I look forward to spending time with you. Please subscribe to the show. Follow me on Twitter at Smugsy Curl, and until next time, this is Smugsy signing off. Take care.